So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
I would have to highlight Zubamendi. It really is amazing how San Sebastian keeps producing these top-notch central midfielders for generations now. They're very hard-working, ball winners, but with some of the silkiest passing skills to keep teams ticking, and he's got it. He's got it all. He's never afraid to drop a shoulder and go through people either.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. There's the whistle.
Zubamendi. Martinelli. And it's Eze. Capier. Scott. Christie. Adley. Tavernier. Christie. Truffert. Adley.
That's tidy.
Christie. Adley. And here's Tavernier.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Gabriel gets it clear. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Tavernier. Eze.
Muscular approach does pay off here.
And it's Adley.
Capier is there, and he can get that clear. And he decides to cross it. Ball's gone out of play. Hill.
Tavernier. Martinelli. Tavernier.
Ooh, a delicate chip through. Oh, there's the shot! There it is! How very smart. He just got it right.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Martinelli. Martinelli on a charge down the left. Lovely feet. Time to deliver. That is lovely. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Martinelli. And it's Eze. Saka.
Truffert gets rid without sophistication.
Zubamendi.
Now, where's he looking? Capier. Martinelli chips it through.
Adli. Truffert.
Senesi. Scott. Aim forwards. Timber. Rice. Zubimendi. And here's Eze. And the shot! Mighty close.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Scott. Jimenez. Hill. Tavernier. Hill forwards and with intent.
Truffert.
And the pass is intercepted. And here's Evan Nielsen. Yeah, he's fouled him there.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Christie! Oh, special! That is a special goal! A finish of true class! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. Oh, that is a bit special. So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Jimenez. Aimed in towards the centre. Keeper's dealt with that. And it's Scott. Christie. Out to the right. Jimenez. There's the delivery. Well read. And the danger is averted. Arsenal have conceded twice already. This is a horribly uncomfortable predicament for them. Saka. Rice. Arsenal trailing here after a start which for them has been jolting. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Well, now here's a good... Oh, shooting chance! Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
And it's Tavernier. Incapie makes the interception. Jimenez.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Here's a chance! No, he's missed it.
Well, just too much pressure on him in the end, Peter.
Rice. Rice. Martinelli. Incapie.
Oh, such a clever touch.
And it's Rice. Rice, that's an imaginative pass. Adley.
Well, they could break here.
Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Christie. And it's Tavernier. First quarter of an hour gone. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here.
Looking for a decent ball in.
Truffert gets a cross in. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Gabriel. Incapie.
That's been drilled forward.
That has been cut short. Adley. Christie. Truffert. Adley. Christie. Tavernier. Christie, now he's off and running. Now it's Christie. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee.
He won't reach that.
Saliba, gently done. Gabriel. Arsenal disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Senesi. Jimenez. He's in plenty of space here. Can he deliver? Moved on forwards. Arsenal have reclaimed it. Timber. Saka. Martinelli. Out to the left it goes. Adley. Eva Nielsen. Eze. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Rice. A searching ball out wide. Capier. So who's he picking out? Martinelli. And here's Eze! Oh, denied brilliantly!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Saka with the short one. Saka. Oh, he's dealt with that well. Martinelli. That's really well manoeuvred. And they can counter here. Over to the left. And it's Adley. Foot in. Now then, the ball's come loose. And that has been cleared. Christie. A chance to play it in. Now it's Adley. Christie looking understandably energised after his goal. Played into the middle. Gabriel is there and he can get that clear. Zubimendi does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Martinelli. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Jimenez with a fine tackle. Truffert can get it clear. Gets the shot away! Clears it away. Martinelli. Saka. Cross goes in there. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. No way through, so back it comes. Rice tries a measured ball. Jimenez can get it clear. Crosses it in here. Senesi gets it away. Christie, and it's played forward. It's been slipped through. He's having a shot! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Timber. Zubimendi shifted upfield. Brilliantly cut out. Eze gets his head on it! We can get that clear. Scott, and it's played forward. Jimenez. Adley. And he's going to be pulled back for that one. And he's going to have his name taken. And it's Jimenez. Lobbed in behind. That's an excellent interception. Martinelli gets good distance on it. Jimenez. Martinelli gets across to intercept that. Christie goes short. Jimenez. Now here's the delivery. Overhit and out of play. Saka. Saka forwards and with intent. And it's lofted through here. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Scott. Hill, aim forwards. Half an hour played now. And it's Jimenez. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. This might spell danger. Rice getting this one clear. Truffert made out to the left flank. Oh, what a climb! Split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Deftly away. Played towards the front line. Scott. And that's been won straight back. Oh, he's found support out wide. Saliba clears it away. Now it's Eze. Oh, red. Nice interception. Really well manoeuvred. And And here's Evan Nielsen! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, it was a brilliant touch to set himself up. Just a shame that the finish let him down.
Saliba, gently done. Gabriel, moved on forwards. Martinelli. Incapuyi. Now it's Evan Nielsen. And he welcomes it in. Evan Nielsen providing an outlet on that flank. Zubimendi attempts a clearance. And here's Tavernier. Truffert. And it's Truffert. Truffert crosses it in. It is a corner. They've played it short. Shoots! That's a half-decent try.
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
Rice with the clearance. Scott. Christie. Decent chance!
I tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there.
That could spell trouble. Zubimendi. Rice. Saka. Rice. Timber. Saka. Played out to the right. That's very neat. And it's Rice. Oh, that is shapes to shoot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
That'll be a throw. Senesi. Adley. Arsenal are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Tavernier spread out to the left. Tavernier, over to the left. Oh, that's nice. And here's Evan Nielsen. Scott. Christie. And here's Tavernier. And here's Adley. Evan Nielsen. Truffert. Oh, the referee's booking him here for a dive. Yeah,
it's a good spot. I think the replays will prove he was 100% correct with that decision.
Timber. That pass has been well intercepted. Gabriel, played towards the other side. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Saka. Ball driven towards the far post. Zubimendi. Saka. Very nicely done. Plenty waiting in the middle. And he's there to clear it. Lovely. Saka! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Saka brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
This has become one superb game of football.
Really will be annoyed. They failed to make anything of their lead, and it's so typical that this happens.
Zubimendi. Martinelli. Incapuyi. And it's Eze. Jimenez. Now it's Evan Nielsen. Searching pass he's played there. And the keeper has it. Rice. That's a little off target. Martinelli. Eze, excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Eze, played out to the left flank, swings it across. Senesi attempts a clearance. Real chance! He's got away with one there.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Christie. Scott shifted upfield. And it's Tavernier. Adley. And it's played forward. Saliba. Eze. Tries a deft little ball. Not quite on the same wavelength. Saliba. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Gabriel, aim forwards. Scott. Jimenez. Christie. Adley. Timber cuts it out. Saka. Christie. Calmly anticipates. Saka. Zubimendi. Oh, easy pickings there. Jimenez. Tavernier. He's through here. Eva Nielsen. Great chance! And he hits the net. And they get themselves in front. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
And now he has two. So and the half-time whistle goes.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
And the action is back on the way.
Arsenal really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Zubimendi, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And here's Saka, and it's Timber. Showing good feet. Rice. Now it's Eva Nielsen. And reclaimed it in a trice. Played back to the goalkeeper. Saliba. And that's really well manoeuvred. Eze. Martinelli. Oh, that is rather wayward.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Scott. Christie. Tavernier. Senesi, gently done. What a throw in. Truffert. Tavernier. And that has been cleared. Martinelli, forwards and with intent. Saka. Eze. Rice. Saka, played out towards the right wing. Senesi. Christie. Hill. Scott. Adley. Adley. Now he's got space here. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And here's Evan Nielsen, and it's Adley. Tavernier. Tavernier ploughing through the middle. Eze. Martinelli. Incapuyi. And that is a little undercooked. And there's green grass ahead of him. And the shot! There are a few waiting for it. And that was very necessary. Incapuyi. And it's played forward. Gets it away. Zubimendi have it back and can go again. That has been knocked clear. And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
And it's been taken short. Rice. Eva Nielsen. Truffert. Adley. Short changes him with that pass. Picks it up out wide. That had too much on it. Rice. Saliba, aim forwards. Rice. Timber. That's really well manoeuvred. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Martinelli. Incapuyi. Now it's Saka. Saka!
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
Martinelli. Incapuyi. Zubimendi has created one goal already. Eze. Rice. Saka. Oh, good spread. Timber. And he's gone backward here. And he's heaved it away. And here's Martinelli. And here's Martinelli. And he shoots! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Scott. Senesi. Truffert chasing after it. Eze. Still they trail and time is ticking away. Saliba. Moved on forwards. Out to the left it goes. Cross needs to be good. And it's hoisted clear. Adley. Christie. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Saka. Rice shifted upfield. Scott wins the duel this time. Truffert. Tavernier. Jimenez. Hill, gently done. And it's Adley. Looking here to chip it through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. A vicious ball here. Incapuyi. Zubimendi. Martinelli. And claimed it back swiftly. Zubimendi. Eze played out to the left flank. Decent chance! Has another go! It's a loose ball. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And it's Tavernier. And now the breakaway. Aim forwards. That's going to go a long way. Jimenez. Oh, nice touch. Scott. Out to the right. Played back in. Jimenez. Hit into them. Takes a shot! Well, the ball's come loose here. Martinelli. Moved on forwards. This interception, his positioning was spot on. And it's Adley. Truffert. Christie. Gets a good foot in there. Adley. Scott. Tavernier. And here's Evan Nielsen. That's really well manoeuvred. And here's the chance to counter. Martinelli. Eze.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And it's Tavernier. Adley. Christie. Christie forwards and with intent. And that's put paid to a promising move. And it's played forward. Tavernier. Oh, good Tavernier! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Capier. It's a good run down the left-hand side. And the shot! It's off target and by quite a way. Scott. Senesi. Martinelli. And the ball's come loose here. Looking to break at pace. Scott. Senesi. Adli. Truffert. Senesi. Truffert. Senesi. Christie. Eze. Rice, aim forwards. Martinelli. Incapuyi. Eze. Danger averted for now. And here's Martinelli. Martinelli! Oh, it's come loose. And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Arsenal are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. And that has been cleared. And they've got a throw. Christie. Truffert. Truffert forwards and with intent. Oh, that's neat. And it's Truffert. And here's Adli. Oh, sweet feet. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Tavernier hangs in across. That is a brilliant interception. Saka. That's really well manoeuvred. Martinelli. Oh, perfectly measured that. Saliba gets over and intercepts. So what can they make of this? Eva Nielsen. And here's Tavernier, and he's searching through. Eva Nielsen! And again the keeper stands strong. Martinelli. And that was nowhere near his best. Hill. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Oh, nicely intercepted. Martinelli in acres of space out wide. And here's Martinelli. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Martinelli. Martinelli! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
Senesi. And it's Adley. Christie. Trufair. And here's Tavernier. Nice control. Adley. Christie.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Scott. Trufair. Tavernier. Adley. Half an hour gone in the second half. Adley. Christie, gently done. Adley. And he will be chance! He should have put that one away.
Evan Nielsen has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
Saliba is there and he can get that clear. And it's Adley. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Timber. Zubimendi shifted upfield. That's good play. And here's Trossard. And that could come back to haunt them.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
Saka plays it short. Plenty waiting in the middle. Deep cross. Oh, smashing header! Should have equalised.
Well, you'd really expect him to hit the target from there.
Saka. Eze spreads it out wide.
Arsenal really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Eze, that's a delicate pass. And it's hoisted clear.
Arsenal really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Scott. Christie. Trufair. Senesi. Scott. Adley. Christie. Now it's Adley. Here's Evan Nielsen.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Referee's given a throw.
A
The changes then in quick succession.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Now it's Martinelli. Capier. He is just caressing the ball. A real chance! And the lead stays intact, just. Oh, it's come loose. Senesi. Arsenal are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Adley. Senesi, right over towards the opposite flank. And it's Tavernier. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Martinelli. Incapuyi. Martinelli. And here's Saka. Rice. Rice played out towards the right wing. He's in, surely! Turns and goes back. That's good defending, very good defending.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Zubimendi cuts out the pass. Martinelli. And here's Martinelli. And here's Trossard. Trossard! And they've got rid. Moved on forwards. And that has been knocked clear. And that's a throw. Timber. That's a cute ball. There's the header! Couldn't quite control it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Truffert. Scott. Jimenez. Hill. Senesi. Christie. And it's played forward. Truffert. Now that's well seen too. Saka. Rice. Zubimendi. Played out to the right.
Arsenal really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks and sustain some pressure.
Tavernier. Now it's Evan Nielsen. And he's lost his man here. Evan Nielsen played out towards the right wing. And it's Tavernier. Truffert gets across him.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Zubimendi. Incapuyi. Martinelli. Ødegaard spread out to the left. Cleared away.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Lovely bit of skill. Here's the chance to cross. The cross, and he has been fouled there. Tempers are flaring. The referee really needs to get a grip again. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. That's really well manoeuvred. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Receives it in a good position here. He has a... Goes for a shot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Zubimendi. Gabriel forwards and with intent. Trossard. Scott shifted upfield. And it's Adley. Tavernier. And here's Evan Nielsen. Tavernier. Now it's Tavernier. Odegaard. Martinelli.
They're playing as if time is on their side when it's fast running out. They've got to quicken this up.
And that is that. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Arsenal never really got into this game. I think conceding early as they did seemed to completely undermine whatever had been put in place before they left that dressing room.